Okay, this will be the 19th in the series of videos on those step-by-step techniques to develop a workload tracker for physicians. For those of you who've been following along, in the last video we created tabs and techniques for creating buttons on the fly. In this video I want to start making reports, and as it turns out, we'll probably make a lot of reports and maybe another pop-up. Okay, I don't want to do that. Let's Control Z or pull that over here. I'm going to make a little extra room here. For a little control box, control window or so. Okay, now to let's save and close that. The last bit of things we've been doing is looking at TBL table, and this is a lot of data, 1,942 records, date add, CPT, description, RVU values. And based on this, we're going to create a query design, and use list as our TBL list as the table to draw data from. And well, let's do this. Let's just take everything down, double click up here, drag it all down, because that's what we've been doing for the most part. And we'll put in our criteria. And the criteria will be, okay, let me think, date value, now, double quote, quotation mark, or parentheses, close parentheses, and let's go to design and run. Okay, and there's nothing there. Wonder why. Okay, let's go back to design view, see if there's something going on here. Well, it may just be that we don't have any records for today. QRY today. And let's go create some work records. Save and close. And that looks like the case. Save and close. And go to frmMain, and we'll just click a couple of buttons. What's we know are connected to to connected ups, septoplasty, and I think lymph node biopsy. No? Parotid? Yeah, parotid. Okay, so we can save and close, go back to our query today. All right, so there are some records. We just made 4 records. And save and close. And now we want to make a report. Okay, and just by clicking there, it automatically generates a report, and it opens it up in layout view. And I'm going to go to design view and do Control A, which selects all the records on the entire report, and then we'll just do Control X and just eliminates all the records. Okay, and we'll go to our palette here and drag it over, shorten everything up, because we're not going to have a very big report. We'll stop it about there. And we can close down all these footers and headers to practically nothing. And we'll go to design view and grab a text box and put it in here. Get rid of the label. And we're going to give our text box a name. Instead of txt42, we'll call it txt. Okay, we'll call it sum today, RVU today. Okay, we'll start with that. And the format will be just standard because there could be doubles in there, so we'll just use a standard number. We're giving attributes to the TXT RVU today. And the back style, we'll make it transparent. The background color, will try to equal the color of the frmMain. The border style, we'll make transparent. The border color, we'll make the same. The text alignment, we'll put it in the center. Font weight normal. For color, we can make that extra black. And let's just save that. And we'll call it report, RPT, RVUs today. So that's the name of the report. And we can give the detail back color. We'll stick with that same one color, and we'll just march down our little pull down list here. The page footer, that color. We'll make the page header the same color. We're going to give it a chance to mess us up. And the report, let's walk down this. Border size, scroll bars, we don't need any of those. Control box, I think not. Close button, we don't need that. Max and mins, we do not need either one of those. Report footer, let's go to that color. Report header, same thing. Report text to, and I think we've already done this one. Let's make sure. Yeah, sometimes it reverts back. Here's, it says solid. Let's go to transparent. Border color, that's right. Background 2. Okay, let's save that. And actually, we're going to drag this up to the very corner, if we can, and close this down, the palette a little more, and bring up the page header. So really, all we're looking at is that little form there. Let's save that and close it. Open up frmMain, and we'll go to Design View. Okay, and we'll take our report, that little thing. Oh, we did one thing. We have one more thing to do. Okay, let's save. Sorry, I'm a little ahead of myself. Let's go back and open this in Design View and bring back up our property sheet. One thing we need to do is the control source. I don't know if we've done this yet. The data tab for this unbound text box, we'll click the ellipsis. And to do a summary, you put the equal sign in there and write sum, S-U-M, it comes up. IntelliSense brings it up for us. And it's a little like the other genus species that we've been doing. We have to use the bang notation, and it comes up for you. We'll arrow down and return, and we'll do the bang notation, and then what are we going to sum up? Well, I think we want to sum up the RVUs. So we can double click there, close off with a parentheses, and say OK. Now if we save and look at it in report view, there's those 4 records that, and I'll pull it up on query. If you sum all of these numbers up, I think pretty confidently that it would add up to this number right here. Okay, save and close. So now we'll go to frmMain, go to our design view, and we can take a label, and we can put a label, and we'll call it RV today, RVU, RVU today. Let's see. Oh boy, I misspelled that. Okay, RVUs today. And we can go to home and give it some of its features. I think we can do that. We can make it totally black. That's about all we need to do. I think you could center it here too. Yeah, do a center. Okay, next order of business, we will go to that little one text field report that we just generated and bring it right up in below our label and drop it in. And it makes its own label, which I'm going to delete. Okay, and here's that little box that we just created. And this is where it gets a little tricky. You gotta play with it to get it to look just right, and it doesn't give any overlappings. And you can use the arrow keys to try to center things. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, not good. Huh. Okay, we can fix that. Go to the design view and click there, format. There's that border style again. Keeps coming back. On report today. Okay, that's why. And if we can find the the text box, it's not there. Let's see if we can find it on the inside. Report. Let's go to report. Yeah. Okay. There it is, text box. And we can text align to the, let's try the left. Save and form. Not bad. And we got a little ghost line from something. It'll pull it down a little bit. Good. Form view. Ah, okay. Design. Click just right, and yeah, I got too much instead of too little. Form view. There we go. Okay. So let's work on this orientation. There we go. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. That's not bad. And we could maybe strive for perfection. Bring that in a little bit. Save. Form view. One over. It's probably going to be too much the other way. Form view. Oh, I like it. Save it. And I like it a little. Let's like it a lot. Let's see. Let's bring this up. Just gain some real estate. Save and form view. All right, so what we have now is a RVU tracker, if you will, summation tracker. So let's, for example, click this 3.02 RVU value. So this is definitely going to go over 30. And it does. Goes to 31. Click it again. So it's adding it up as you go. That one's not hooked up. Let's see what else is hooked up. F and A, we know that's hooked up. All right, they're all working, septoplasty. So as you build records in 9/5/2014, because that's what the query is looking for, based on data placed into TBL list, it will build information into the query table, which then builds the report, which we stripped out everything except a new unbound calculated field, which we called summation. TXT RVU today. All right, well, I'm going to stop it right there, and we're going to make a lot more reports. I think we'll probably you can make a year-to-date report. You can make a counter, how many lines. I mean, we can count them up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9. You could have a counter that would show that number 9 and would count up as you clicked it again, it would tell you how many line items you've generated for this day. That's pretty easy to do, and show you that in the next video. And you can actually do another pop-up window. It has its drawbacks in terms of functionality, but it sure looks better than the reports, the banded reports. And I'll probably have an entire video on that, on how to create a pop-up day sheet. We can create a day sheet which will give you just today's events that you've tracked for one particular day. All right, well, thank you very much. We'll end it there, and I hope to see you in the next video.